Hey guys, what's up? So in this model, I'm going to show how I set up a model in 30 minutes in 5 minutes. It took me 30 minutes to set up this model, but I sped it up so it's only going to take 5 minutes. You know, setting up a new model, it can be kind of this whole big amorphous thing. There's a bunch of components. You think it takes a really long time. So I wanted to do one in like a 5-minute video that you could watch a couple times and just get the gist. Obviously, you're not going to be following click by click in a video that's sped up this fast. The purpose of this is just to watch it and get a sense for like, what are the steps, what happens, what are the sort of phases of a model setup process. And so I think this can be useful. I'll talk through what I'm doing, but again, it's not like click by click. I have other videos for that. And so in this, I've got a model. I've got an architecture model, a structural model, and I've got my RevX project template, which is a RVT. And so I've just got some folders, and I'm starting from pretty much blank. So let's give her a whirl and rip through this. So I've got these incoming files. I'm going to rename them, the architectural and the structural, because the names were garbage coming from the architect. I renamed the project file, and then I opened up the architectural link, and I'm checking it out. I'm looking at the floors. I am stealing the title block in case I'm going to use the architect's title block. I'm checking out the phase mapping, see if there's anything goofy there. I'm looking for scope boxes. Didn't see any. I'm checking out the project base point and the survey point. So that when I set up my model, make sure it's all in one space. I'm looking at the levels, took a screenshot of them, did not save it, closed it out. Now I'm opening the MEP project. I just work shared it, and it takes a little bit of time for it to save. So I'm just sitting there chilling, watching a little bit of techno. And then I open it again with create new local checked. Or rather I save and then I reopen it to create new local. So I'm now in a local copy of the model. I'm repathing the links. So there's placeholder links in our template, and I replace that. And now I'm checking out the site, making sure the building's where it's supposed to be. We don't have any issues there. I'm dealing with the levels. I'm deleting the extra levels we have in our template. I'm moving the extents over close to the building, and I missed one, so it took me a little bit of extra time there. This is real cinema here. And then I'm aligning the levels to the architects, and I'm monitoring them. I got a little bobbled on which things to click, and so I had to do it a couple times. This normally takes, even less time than I took to do there. But I got it figured out. And then I get the scope boxes sorted and get some enlarged plan scope boxes sorted. Then you'll notice these area plan scope boxes along the top. This project doesn't have them, so I delete them. And then I need to delete all the views. And I use an app for that. It takes a while, actually, in this app. The nice thing is I don't have to go through and click them myself, but this plugin, it's over 100 views that it's deleting right now, and it took a couple of minutes. I think that's going to get faster. It might also have to do with the fact that I was running 2 different screen recording capture softwares at the same time. 'Cause I don't remember it being that fast. Then I deleted some other views that I didn't need, and now I'm setting up the backgrounds to the by linked view method, which is how we recommend setting up backgrounds. And so I'm doing that for 3 levels and a roof, floor plans, and RCPs. And there was something I didn't like in the architects with how they had the floor hatched, so I made a modification to the model pattern as well. I typically don't see that in quote-unquote real architectural models. This is obviously kind of the bulk of the work is setting this up, but again, this only takes a few minutes to do, and then the results are pretty strong. This is me applying the settings to all of the views in the entire project, flashing them, as we call it. Okay, so I'm syncing with Central and placing room tags. Now again, this took me a little bit longer than it would normally take because Revit really chugged, again, because I was running like 2 or 3 different screen recording softwares. Sometimes that slows things down. So this would take even faster if I wasn't recording. And then of course I'm doing the copy paste to selected views method to get the room tags to all my views. And then I'm getting the sheets organized, and I just did the mechanical discipline. I didn't do E and P as well. So I, deleted a couple sheets I didn't need, and then I'm just doing the floor plans. Here I'm creating a couple of extra sheets that I wanted. And now I'm just throwing them on there, and I'm using guide grids to make sure that they're all aligned. So that when you do page turn, or who turns actual pages? What an anachronism. Anachronism? Anyways, when you click the next sheet button in Bluebeam, which is what everyone does now, the background doesn't shift around because they're all in exactly the same place. So I got that sorted, and then I used the fancy export to PDF button that's now actually in Revit and pushed it out to PDF. And voila. Login screen. PDFs, and you notice they're all in the same place, and that was just under 30 minutes. Nice.